Hey everyone, good morning and welcome to ShortSalePowerHour.com. My name's Fred Weaver. My partner Kevin Kauffman is behind the camera here today. And I am with the great Mr. John Davis.
Woo, John Davis! It's good to be here.
Thanks for being with us today, John. Hey,
absolutely. I'm so glad that you could work me in because for the last 6 months I have been wanting to be on this, so I so thank you.
Wow, thanks, John.
The honor is all mine.
That is awesome.
Thank you.
So hey, a lot of you out there may know John and have had the opportunity to be trained and hear this man speak. John is an owner in the Keller Williams system, owns some regions in Keller Williams, has run and operated very successful offices, and has some really amazing people he works with. And we just got done actually taking a 2-day course here at Keller Williams with John, all around action training and leading and motivating. And you know what, I want to spend some time, I know this is a short sale show, but you know what, the key in success in anything in life is putting people first.
Absolutely.
And absolutely, we had dinner last night and got to exchange some ideas, and I've just been really touched by how you give so much credit to the people you work with, because you know that you wouldn't be in the position you're in without them. And I just wanted to maybe hear some of your thoughts around, the importance of people in an organization and what that can do for somebody's real estate business and their life in general.
Well, first of all, I think when we look at businesses, I think what we have to understand is that businesses are not made up of brick and mortar. Businesses are made up of people. And so once we fully understand that it's about the people, then all of a sudden it seems to get easier, because if you take care of the people, then all of a sudden the profit is going to follow.
Yeah.
If we don't take care of the people, well then profit may be marginal at best.
Yes.
In there. So I think that understanding, really, I've been very fortunate to work with some outstanding people in this industry. And I think that what happens is lots of times people say, oh, John's been successful. Like I say, I've been successful because I've been able to work with people like Shelly Gonzalez. I've been able to work with people, Gary Keller, Mark Willis, Mary Tennant, Mo Anderson, really doing those things, David Osborne, being able to be working with these things. And then later on, being able to work with people like Paul Morris, and then Madison Offenhauser, who's just absolutely incredible. The Harkers, Mary and Joe and their sons Dan and Joseph, outstanding performers in the industry, and I feel very fortunate to be able to work with those people.
Absolutely. And I know this is maybe a personal question, but would you mind sharing with us and the viewers maybe a lesson or two you learned? Now, Gary Keller actually hired you into Keller Williams, correct?
That's correct.
Do you mind sharing a lesson or two that you've learned from him and maybe even Mark Willis and Mary Tennant?
Oh, absolutely. I think that the thing that Gary taught me is that I can remember that it was one of my first days on the job, and Gary said, John, I want this job to be yours, but at the end of the day, the job's got to get done. Now, I want it to be you, but the job will get done. Now, at 25 years old, I was like, what the heck is that? What the heck is that all about? Now, at 41 years old, I go, he is so right. And that was, you talk about a wonderful education to be brought in by Gary, and to be able to learn these thoughts by a guy who's self-made, who has done incredible things. Mm-hmm. And then what was really great is that Mark Willis was my first team leader. So I'm sitting there looking at Mark and going, wow, what an incredible guy. And taking that market center where Gary had launched it to huge success, and then Mark took it to another level and just did incredible things. And he's done the same thing with international. He's done the same thing with international, where Mo took it to such a place and went from there. And then Mary Tennant was my second team leader, and you talk about a dynamo, just absolutely fantastic. And she then took the market center, Southwest Market Center, from here to here. The one thing that I think that Gary and Mark and Mary all have in common, they all have 3 different personality styles. Mark and Mary are pretty similar. Gary's a little bit different from Mark and Mary. People, they understand people is the key, and who we're in business with and who they invest in. Look at the people that Gary Keller has invested in. Mo Anderson, she's done pretty well. Now Mo's invested in Gary too, win-win.
Oh, absolutely.
Mark Willis, Mark's done pretty well. Gary's done pretty well by being in a relationship with Mark. Mary Tennant, the same thing. And so I think that the thing that's cool about Gary is that he actually walks his talk. And now I'm sitting there and say, people say I've done well. I haven't done well. I've just been able to observe. And so I've been very fortunate to be surrounded by those great leaders.
Well, let me ask you one more question. Some of our viewers out there are just getting involved in short sales, okay? Some of them are closing 5 and 10 a month. I know some of our viewers, like Adam, give you a little shout out, Adam Lee, has shared with me that he knows to really take his business to the next level, that he needs to bring in some help, he needs leverage. What would you say? I know something I learned from you in class several months ago, but I heard it again here today. What would you say is the most maybe the most 1 or 2 important things when somebody's looking for a hire? What should they know about what I'll call the process?
Well, I think that one of the things that with the process to understand about the process is that you're looking for talent. And you're looking for matches. You've got to. If this was the job description here, what we've got to do is we got to look at the behavior. We got to look at the behavior here. So we want to have a nice matchup. We want to have that. We have that. Then there's a high probability of having job success. Okay. If we have the job description and we have the behavior and it matches up like that, that's going to be tough. That's going to be tough. So I really think you really understand what you're looking for, and you understand what behavior matches up really well, and you want that seamless thing in there.
Perfect. What I want to share with you guys out there is just this: as you're out there looking for that new hire, consider what it is you want. Create a job description. Consider the behavior traits for what you want, especially with short sale negotiation. That's a very specialized person in behavior style that has the ability and the patience to be on the phone with banks all day, to work through chaos in a messy situation to get an approval for a homeowner on the other end. And then the one thing that I know that really stuck with me the first time I met you is that you said hiring is a process, not an event. And when I heard that, that really struck home with me. So guys, short sales are processes, not an event, okay? As well as hiring is. And as you're out there wanting to go about bringing talent into your business and taking your business to another level and helping more homeowners that are in distress, remember that it is a process, not an event. So I hope you guys got some great wisdom, some nuggets of wisdom over here. And John actually has no idea what to expect right now. So we're going to close it up.
We're going to bring him in like we always do.
I know that yesterday, guys, some of you were disappointed because we didn't get this in. The video was at 10 minutes. So I'm going to do this quickly before we get to 10 minutes today. But I hope you enjoyed today's episode and our special guest. And John, I just want to thank you so much for coming. So here we go, guys. On 3. Let's close it like we always do. 1, 2, 3.
Short sale power hour! Short sale power hour!
Crush it.